Cooper Flagg is still 17 years old, but he was invited to be a part of the USA men's select team to compete against the actual Team USA. And he's already committed to Duke, but he hasn't even played a college game yet. And he's already playing against guys like LeBron, Steph, and Anthony Davis, which is crazy. But if you're like me, and this is not your first time hearing about Cooper Flagg, this is not surprising at all. Last year, he played in Peach Jam, an AAU tournament where a bunch of teams come in and they play. It's a pretty competitive tournament. And in 3 games, he had 3 straight triple-doubles, scoring 104 points, 48 rebounds, and having 32 blocks in those 3 games. 3 triple-doubles with blocks in a row. Now, in terms of the NBA, Hakeem leads NBA history with 10 triple-doubles with blocks. And I know the NBA is a lot different than the AAU circuit, but Cooper got 3 in one weekend. So, I mean, what does that say about this kid's play? It's the kind of play that allows him to go out and compete against the best of the best. I mean, this is Team USA. They're not going to just invite any scrubs to come and bash up on for practice. They want guys who can actually come in and challenge them in a healthy competition before they go off and win gold. And they specifically chose Cooper, and for good reason. I mean, just watch the play right here. He drives down and he pushes off Drew Holiday like it's nothing. I mean, just look at Drew Holiday practicing in the summer. He's completely locking these guys up on defense. Like, this is what Drew Holiday does. And Cooper just comes in here and pushes off of him. Then on the exact same play, slides over to the right, gets to AD, and then hits a 3 in his face. Like, I'm a huge Cooper Flagg fan, but even I'm not, like, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I mean, look at his frame. 6'9", 205 pound listed height and weight. He shoots the ball. He handles the ball super well. And especially, the keynote is he defends like a menace. Giving Cooper Flagg a comparison, I think, would just kind of be disrespectful. And it's not in the same sense of like, oh, we've never seen a prospect like this before. We've seen flashes of Cooper and other players like Paul George, but Cooper can't just be summed up by one player. That's how good he is. And if we're gonna compare PG to Cooper, I think that Cooper's a lot more mature, and his defense is leagues ahead of where PG's was. I mean, PG was never really a shot blocker, a rim protector, and Cooper has that like built in manually. That's just a part of who he is as a player. I mean, his ability to crash rebounds and go out for blocks is just ridiculous. I mean, just listen to Dan Patrick talk about Cooper's ability to play in the league right now.
Olympic team, and Cooper Flagg is 17 years of age. He has been invited to play against the Olympic team. So he's 17, he's going to Duke. He's out of Maine, but he's been playing down at IMG Academy in Florida for the last couple of years. He is going to be the #1 player drafted next year. They're already talking about the Wizards select Cooper Flagg. And if you watch the highlights, he is a very advanced 17-year-old. We interviewed him a couple of months ago, very confident, and doesn't seem like he's fazed by any of this. Hey, there's LeBron, and hey, I'm going to shoot a 3 over Anthony Davis. This is where the NBA misses out. Because they imagine Cooper Flagg going into the NBA. He would have been the #1 pick this year. Imagine him going into the NBA now. Now, he's going to go to Duke, so he'll be on national TV. But he's going to be the player face. You have Danny Hurley as the coaching face, and you're going to have Cooper Flagg as the player face of college basketball this upcoming season. And by all accounts, he is worthy of this, legitimate, going against these guys. And he had a day yesterday. But part of the reason why there's a little bit more magic to it is, now we can factor in that he is 6'11" white guy out of Maine who's playing in Florida who's going to Duke. So those are novelties, not the white guy going to Duke, but he's 6'11" white guy and he's the #1 high school player in America. And he's playing against LeBron and AD and all these other great players. Maybe the greatest Olympic team we've ever had, and he's out there playing and more than holding his own. And he's going to go to Duke. But imagine if he could go to the NBA now. And just then draft night would have been a whole lot more interesting than let's wait until the second night to see where Bronny goes. But Cooper Flagg would have been the #1 player selected in this year's draft.
Just think about this. Think about this. Cooper will be going into Duke having already played the best players in the NBA. When does that ever happen? Not to mention, he's playing very well. The only player that I can really think of in a similar scenario is like Luka, when Real Madrid played like teams in the preseason, but he was already on a professional team, so it's like, how much does that really count? But that's the only comparison I can give to the scenario at the time. But in my eyes, and in the eyes of a lot of other people who watch Cooper, his biggest attraction is his confidence in himself and namely in his teammates. Just listen to the way Gus Johnson on the Dan Patrick Show talks about him.
No, he doesn't stand out because he just fits in like he's just normally a part of this situation. And he's 17 years old. I saw LeBron James checking him in the scrimmage. And Cooper Flagg was playing point guard at 17 years old, at 6'9", against LeBron James. And he didn't flinch. It was nothing. It was just like he's playing against some kids that he played against in high school a few months back in Maine.
And I'll even show you a clip so you can see it for yourself. Like you can see the confidence just oozing out of this kid.
This experience doesn't make you hungry or want to be on the World Cup team in 2 years and the team in 4 years?
For sure, I think that's something I'm striving for, just trying to be the best I can, and if I can achieve that and then join the World Cup team in 2 years, I mean, that's another goal on my list. So I'm just working and trying to get better every day.
Overall, Flagg is the next great American player. Edwards has been the latest addition to this category, especially after the roadblocks that Zion and Ja have had recently. I absolutely stand on all of the hype that's going on with this kid. I mean, I'm a tall white guy myself, so I kind of like, it's kind of there for me. And in my opinion, he looks exactly like my brother, which it's just weird. I can't look at him and then look at my brother. It's weird. I don't know if you guys see the same thing as me. But man, what an incredible opportunity for Cooper to go play on the select team for a little bit, go practice with them. Then he's got to go back to Duke, and he's got to go play college kids who are his age. Dude, what is he going to do there? Like, I can't imagine how good he's going to be in college. And then he'll finally be ready for the NBA next year. Next year's draft class is going to be amazing. I'm so excited. But let me know y'all's thoughts on Cooper. Have you heard about him before, Team USA? When did you hear about him? Is he like a family friend for you? Let me know. Outside of that, we out.